Good day, adventures. This is more Drunken Blade, and we're here with you with session number 2. We entitled it Grilled Goblin. Just thought it would be funny. Either they're going to grill him or they're going to grill him. But nevertheless, we're going to start off here in a few seconds with a little recap. And then maybe for the rest of the time, if party members want to swap off with doing the recap, they can. Just let me know prior to it, or I'll just automatically do it. It doesn't bother me. But a couple of things that came up last week and some things we need to let the audience know and then clarify for some of the players while we're here tonight is one thing that Brian, the guy in the far corner, kind of coined the term for us, crunchy crits. And all a crunchy crit is when an individual on a damage roll rolls a natural 20 or critical roll. It could be a 18 or 19 actually in some cases, but a 20. They're simply going to do maximum damage for the damage dice plus their modifier and then roll their dice. I ignore ones or re-roll the ones and then add those all together. So if I had a weapon that did 1d8 plus 2, I would automatically have 10 added to my dice roll. If I rolled a 3 and then have a modifier of 2, that total would be 15. Hopefully I did that math correctly because I did it really fast. Second thing we're going to talk about really quick is healing potions. The way we do healing potions typically is this. As an action or out of combat, you can administer either to yourself or to a conscious victim the entirety of the healing potion or potion that is relevant. In the case of healing potions, we're going to simply just take the maximum value of that healing potion. If it's a common healing potion, which is 2d4 plus 2, you will simply just add 2d4, which is 8, plus 2 is 10, and they will get the full 10. As a bonus action, they can also administer a healing potion, but we just roll the dice and we do our friends a little bit of a favor and we ignore ones and re-roll them anyway. But it's the same kind of a deal. One of the questions that popped up was, what about an unconscious victim? So moving forward, an unconscious victim cannot be fed anything that they have to consume by chewing it up, eating it, and swallowing it. But they can consume a healing potion by it being poured down their throat. But moving forward, if it's okay with all you guys, they will not get the entirety of the max value of the healing potion, even if it's on an action, or even if it's on an action or out of combat kind of scenario. They'll just simply get the roll of the dice, and I don't really care about ones. You can re-roll them. It doesn't bother me a bit. So if we're good with that, that was unconscious victims. And I do shields a little different. Maybe you guys can understand this. Typically, when an individual stows their shield is put on their back, unless they tell me that they have thrown their shield down for some reason or have discarded their shield. But typically, you stow your shield on your back. Given that, I do not take away the armor class bonus from attacks to the back. You still have the lower armor class value at the front because the shield is not in front of you. The question was, does that also apply to if I have my shield armed and using it in front and somebody shoots me from the back? If it's in a melee combat, I don't really care. If it's any other time, who really cares? But I just thought it was an added bonus for you guys and just kind of something different. And if it changes, we can always talk about it. So that leaves me for the last topic of this. If you ever have any questions, comments, concerns, if you do not understand where you are in the campaign, in the game, in the forest, in the tunnel, in your own bathroom, in your house, and I have the ability to describe it in any way, shape, or form that best resolves the situation at hand, please stop the game and I will do so. I have no problem with trying to explain an environment differently. Sometimes what I see in my head is not very well articulated and it needs a further description. Therefore, we will also be using maps to help kind of feel that out. I've always felt that maps made it a little bit easier. But if you don't understand something, please just stop me in game, or if it's something that you want to DM me about or send a message really quick to resolve it, I can do that as well. But just stop, because somebody probably else has the same identical question, and we want to make sure that we stay within a certain set of parameters throughout the entire game, so that we all get the same value out of the game. We good? Questions, comments, concerns? All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to give a quick update. It was basically this. Our party started out in their small town, doing their small town things as normal, when Thordrin's uncle needed some people basically just to drive a couple of wagons down to Phandalin and drop them off, get paid, turn around with one of the carts and 2 oxen and head back home. But as our party made their way down and made at least one of their first stops along the path, they have a nice little campsite fireplace where we discovered that at every one of my games and every one of my tables, wherever there's a rest stop, there is a bathroom or privy. So we discovered the privy. Moving along, they were, as typical, ambushed, because we are playing the modified version of Lost Mines of Phandelver, which is the Shattered Obelisk, hopefully all the way to 12th level and beyond. Our party got in a little fist fight. Little arrows were flying, and unfortunately, Thorndrin, our dwarf, went down before he even got a chance to do much of anything. His bear decided that wasn't a good thing, and immediately rushed and started to attack along with Kithwin, a couple of goblins that were up on the hillside, and literally smush them to death. On the other side, 3 goblins appeared, and Sabrina, our wizard, after Malukes decided to jump off the wagon in the opposite direction, she fired a magic missile, killing 2 of them, wounding another, in which he immediately threw his hands up in the air, dropped his bow and the arrow that he had in his hand, and said, "I give up." So if anybody likes to add anything, I think Kithwin is up.
So, I believe at this point in time, most of the other party is dealing with our poor friend on the ground. I don't know about the little light thing that happened and the miracle that occurred. My focus is on the goblin in front of me. Kithwin charges forward, and with her authoritative barmaid's voice is like, "You. Do you know what happened to the people that were on those horses?"
No.
They were gone when you got here.
Yeah.
Insight? Just to get a vibe on what kind of thing I've got going on right now.
Okay.
That's an 11 on insight.
I don't know.
You don't know. And am I DM? Am I getting a truthful vibe off that, or is it just middle of the road?
It doesn't even seem middle. It seems like he's telling you the truth to the best of his ability.
All right. Okay. Why did you attack us?
That's my job.
Your job is to be a bandit and just attack people going through, or are you a guard?
No, we were told to be on the lookout for this guy, and he was a dwarf guy, and then he said he'd be riding with like a human guy, and then we were supposed to take them.
Okay, so those would have been the people on the horses that I asked about earlier.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so they were taken. Do you know where?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me?
Um, yeah, they were taken down that road over there. If you go behind those bushes, see where the horses are, like right past those horses where the guy is down on the ground right now. Like if you go around those bushes, there's a trail. It leads to our hideout.
And I'm still getting a truthful vibe off of that 11 I got earlier.
Seems hunky dory.
Okay.
He seems more scared than anything. I mean,
All
he
right.
just watched two of his
Okay.
companions
So,
just get. I mean, he also has a nice little burn mark in the center of his chest.
So, all right. Before my friends get over here, I'm going to cut you a bit of a deal.
Oh.
You've been very helpful.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to give him one of my healing potions. You got a little bit of a burn. This might help.
Okay. Is this poison?
No. It's a health potion. And you don't have to take it now. You can save it for later. And then I'm also going to give him...
I don't know what that is.
Oh, you drink it, it makes you feel better.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Next, you said you were doing this as a gig. Because
yeah.
I doubt there's a lot of job opportunities out here for guys like you, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, we get treated okay and stuff, and he starts to reach down into his pouch. It's on his right hand side. He's kind of trying to fumble with it and kind of reaches into a pouch really quick.
I mean, I ready an action just in case, but
okay.
If he tries anything,
he pulls out what seems to be a broken, possibly like a turkey leg or something like that, half eaten. We get good food.
Oh, that's good.
And then he's like pulls out a coin like that's literally been at the bottom of grandma's purse since like 1965, covered in all kinds of gooey stuff, and we get paid. He puts it back.
That's nice. But I think I can offer you something better. And I give him 10 gold pieces.
Oh, okay.
So, yes. So I want you to take these.
Okay.
In exchange, I want you to see if you can find a profession where you don't have to hurt people anymore. Oh. That's all you have to do for that gold. Just find something else where you don't have to hurt people anymore.
Okay. All right.
Is that okay?
Can I kill animals? I gotta eat.
Lady, yeah, honey. Oh no, of course. Animals are good, but don't attack other people if you can help it. Of course, defend yourself. But don't. Sure. Yeah, because here's the thing, man. That kind of life, it ends like that. And I do kind of point at his friends. And I'm sorry about that, but that's kind of how that ends. As a matter of fact, here. And she'll also take one of the ribbons out of her hair, her mom's ribbons, just one of them.
Okay.
Have you ever been interested in tavern work?
Like tavern work? I don't know what that is.
Oh, so if you go into the cities, there's a bar. There's one in Floodbest. Are you not allowed in city?
Yeah, no, they'll kill us right away. That's what they always do. That's why we stay out here and on the borderlands and just.
That's bullshit. I hate that. All right.
I mean, I don't know anybody that's ever. I mean, we just hang out with the dogs and when we go back to the hideout, and then and I just feed the dogs. That's kind of my main job. But going to a big city,
a little too much, too fast.
I think somebody would probably try to kill us.
Okay, that's fair. Well, how about this? You want to hang with us for a while?
Well, if the boss sees me, he might get mad.
He's probably going to get mad anyway.
Well, if you keep that one away from me, he points up at Sabrina. I mean, he kind of reaches down and literally like pulls off a small piece of hide I could stitch this on later.
Okay. Okay. You know what? Maybe I have a friend who does mending. He might be able to help you out. Basically, he can do like a little spell, and it like fixes the fabric.
So he is completely confused.
I am staring daggers. I am staring daggers at that goblin.
Yeah.
Listen, I tell you what. I tell you what.
Really?
You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. Just take the gold, take the potion, and just know that there are other options out there if you want to find them. And if you want to keep hanging with us, you can. If you want to go off and do your own thing, you can. And I thank you for your help.
Well, I mean, you killed my brother, Kremlin here. He's dead, so I can't go back there. And my mom and was killed a long time ago. And then I have a whole sad backstory that's going to take 7.5 to 8 hours to probably flesh out and get back to you with it. If you want that, but if you want me to hang out with you, I'm really good at your
I'll kill you.
I'm good at taking care of animals. But sometimes I get hungry and take a bite out of them.
You take a bite out of your friends?
Well, no, animals. I take care of the animals sometimes, like the dogs. Well, the dogs bite back, and they're kind of vicious. But
yeah.
Well,
I tell you what, we can take it a day at a time. If you want to come with us, you can come with us. If you want to just kind of hang out here till we come back through again, that's cool too. I'm just basically I'm presenting you a life where you have a little bit more choice. Would you like that?
This is a little overwhelming for me. I'm just going to take a little break right here for a minute. I do need something to drink. But other than that, if I can just chill out, and then maybe you could talk to that lady over there and make sure she doesn't incinerate me.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
And then your guy over there looks he doesn't look very good. But that's what we're told to do. So I was just told to stop.
I know. You're just doing. You're using the hand you were dealt. Here, you sit down. I'll give him my water skin. Here, drink out of this. There's some water.
So, what is the rest of the party doing? Let's go over to Thorndrin.
I'm dead.
Noah, what are you? Malukes. I'm gonna get this right. I promise you, Charles. I'll get this right at some point. Endymion? Endymion. Okay, so I'm gonna phonetically write that.
Endymion.
Andy. I would be propping Thorian up and be like,
where did you get that name now?
Demia?
Or Drin?
Pincushion?
Bitch. Yeah.
Do you realize what just happened?
Yeah. You brought him back to life.
Out completely fine.
You see these arrows? I just pulled them out of you because those goblin bastards over there just put them in you.
Did I die? No, I'm here. Everything's fine. And I will touch myself and cure my wound.
Gordon, we've asked you multiple times not to talk about your private things. And you did die. And Shanoa brought you back. And I will go to my grave with this one.
Proof or it didn't happen?
I just pulled the arrows out of him. I didn't bring anybody back. I'm about to
very good eyesight, and I know what I saw.
You were reading your book. How do you know what happened?
Yeah, and reading my book, I hit 3, killed 2 goblins. So clearly, my eyesight's still better even when I am reading a book.
So you killed 2, so there's one still alive. Probably the one that killed him.
No,
yeah, the one that Kith went over there is trying to make our new team pet.
By the looks of it, Bar is kind of eating the one that shot me. A little bit.
Bar, are you still hungry?
No.
I know where you can get some fresh meat.
Hold on. And I kind of get up to my feet and I just kind of brush myself off like, whew! That was a little intense. Why
So,
is everybody looking so serious? What?
Endymion and Malux, what are you two guys doing?
I was by the goblin since I was the one that caught him and tied him up, just in case she needed help with the interrogation.
So,
Maluk's probably picks himself up, dusts himself off, and makes his way over towards Kithwin.
so we still have a partially tied up goblin, very confused, holding what seems to be a potion bottle, and clutching onto some coins.
By the way, who is your boss? Do you know their name?
Uh-huh.
Are you okay with telling me?
Well, yeah, the big boss is I lost my page. It's Clark. He's the big boss, but sometimes the other goblin bosses want to try to be bosses too. But Clark's he's not a goblin at all though. He's a what they call like a bugbear guy. But they kind of put him in charge, and then he kind of runs the gang. We're kind of known as the Crag Maws.
Okay.
I don't know why I did that, but that's what they named us.
So you've just kind of gone along with everything since you can remember, huh?
Well, yeah, I mean, we set up the hideaway like I don't know, like I don't know, like 4 weeks ago maybe. And then they were stealing stuff from the people on the roads like they do, and then they take some of it, and then I don't know what he does with it, and then we just some days we eat really good, and then I heard that he got a message. He got a message from like there's a guy named Grawl, and he's like the big boss, and then people said like this person or something said, oh, the spider wants to get the Gundren Rockseeker guy, and then that was it, and then it just so happens that this big wagon train went through, and I think one of the horses went lame, and then we saw them, and then we were scared because the big wagon train had some pretty big dudes on it, and then but the other two guys on the horses just kind of hung out, and they looked like they were trying to do something to the horse's hoof, and then as soon as the wagon train was a little ways out of the way, then that's when they said, and so we got them, and then we were busy trying to like go through their stuff, and then I didn't see where the guys went to, but they're probably at the hideout. That's
Okay.
that it's not too far away.
That's that little place behind the bush you told me about earlier.
Well, yeah, that's the road that goes to it, and then it's about 805 decameters to the hideout.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for telling us that.
It's not too far, but
Okay.
So you've been kind to me, so I'll be kind to you. When you go down the road, you're going to get to approximately 483 decameters, and then at about that point, look up on the left. There's a tree, and it's bending over, and then they tied a rope to it, and then there's a noose. So if you go through it, it will catch you. It's really get game, but you guys might get caught in it too. So look out for that.
Okay. All right. I'll be on the lookout.
Yeah, I've heard it goes.
Um,
By the way, what's a decameter?
It's bullshit is what it is.
That's the official unit of measurement in the Goblin Empire, sir.
Okay,
Bullshit.
gotcha. I'll figure out what the conversion is later.
So to the rope is about 3 miles, and to the hideout is about 5 miles.
Okay. I tell you what, we're going to let you go since you've been so cooperative. And You can do what you want. If you want to come with us, you can come with us. If you want to just kind of get a fresh start somewhere else, you've got the coin to do so. And
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to be able to make it on my own, so I'm just going to return back to the Cragmaws, unless you can protect me.
So-
Because, yeah.
At that point, when he says that, I kind of am standing right behind him. And I just kind of like take his head and I just turn him towards me. And I got my hammer out and I kind of sit down. So I am like level with them.
Hey.
See, I am at a quandary. Because the Oak Father says I am supposed to take pity on such creatures. But the dwarf side of me says blood for blood.
Well, dude, I'm not the one who shot you. So, and it looks like, I think Snivelbum's, I think his leg is hanging out of the bear's mouth. But see.
Hey, Thorgren, we don't need to do this.
Also, like, he's been super helpful and he hasn't had a whole lot of advantages. Like, he's just doing his best here.
I'm not going to be able to make it on my own. So if you're giving me a chance to go away,
no, we're not going to do that.
I'll have to find my own kind, or maybe I could stay with you for a little bit. But they don't.
You know what? You stay with me. I'll look out for you. And she just kind of daggers at Thorgren, like, he's not attacking us.
So at this point, is he still tied up or not? Like, I have him kind of partially tied up at the front. He was able to drink his water or pull out his kind of something out of his pocket. If you want him more bound than that or less bound, just let me know, guys. Because right now
I'm going to make a move to untie him and just look at Thorgren and be like, do you want to be a mercenary or do you want to be a hero?
I can take the next moment to be a hero. I heard from that one play, and it's only like 5 or 6 moments to make you a hero. Just saying.
It only takes one to be remembered as a bloodthirsty dick.
Shots fired.
Bite us in the ass later if we let him go. Just saying.
And if I protect him and have him next to me, I can watch him. You'd think you'd have a little bit more romanticism with all those books you read.
He's a goblin. He's a goblin, and I've read some of the goblin stuff, and it's not as great.
So give me.
Did you just call her a racist?
Yeah, she's
okay.
He's saying he's not as good because of his race.
I mean that's a little racist.
You weren't the one he attacked. Those 3 on my side attacked me.
I still have blood on my hands from the other.
To be fair, you're an easy target with your face in a book.
And yet 2 are dead, and he was injured. Not dead, but injured.
Even a blind squirrel finds an acorn every once in a while.
He's not attacking us now. Defending yourself in self-defense is one thing. Killing him because he's a nuisance is another.
As long as you take full responsibility for whatever happens.
It's a blood debt.
It's
yes, full responsibility. If he stabs me in the back, he stabs me in the back. I believe in him, and sometimes it just takes one person to believe in someone else for them to become what they need to be.
Fine. And Thornton, given as how you dragged us all out here, I would refrain from speaking to me like that when I'm just trying to help.
So I look at him and I say in Goblin, which I don't think anybody else speaks, do they?
No, because you just took it because nobody could speak Goblin yesterday.
No, I had it from day one. From day one, I had Goblin.
Okay.
It's in the backstory as to why. So I sit there and it is 100% the case. So I sit there and say in Goblin, what's your name?
And he looks at you like you just spoke Spanglish to a native Guatemalan.
I don't care. Name.
I was going to start speaking in Spanish. That'd be funny, huh?
That would be so bad for me.
Vamos a hablar español. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó?
¿Qué pasó? That's all I know.
No, his name is Glimmer.
What?
His name is Glimmer.
Glimmer.
Glmr.
That seems like a bullshit name for a goblin, but all right.
Okay.
Why don't the three of you go ahead? Yeah, go ahead, Malux. I'm sorry.
Malux has been sitting there as everyone else is arguing and just looking up, going, "God, daylight is burning."
Yep.
While everyone else is like staring daggers at each other, I look directly at the goblin in common. I say, "Did you shoot him?" And I point towards the dwarf. Did you shoot anyone?
Have you eaten any children?
Did you shoot anyone?
Not today.
Which
Okay.
question was that too?
We're gonna have a conversation about this later, maybe. And
Column A and column B.
Malux is done with this back and forth argument, and he will start untying the goblin.
Okay. I do want at least the ones that are directly around. I mean, and Sabrina can do the same thing. Where are you, Shanoa? You're muted, sir.
I would probably still be kneeled down where Thoradin had gone down. Just
Okay.
kind of like collecting thoughts, trying to process this argument they're having behind me without getting involved.
Okay, so the other 5 of you, roll me a perception check. It's relatively.
As I'm
low.
perceiving, can I pick up his bow?
Yeah,
You said he
but
threw down a bow, right?
23.
Natural 20 for 22.
7.
18.
Perception. 24.
okay,
23,
it's pretty easy. Maybe Kithwin's a little bit more involved in trying to get the conversation and doesn't really notice through the filth and dirt and grime and general grody-ness of our new goblin friend. This individual, although it's kind of hard to make out because there are no standing goblins next to them, but given reference, this goblin's probably only 3/4, half the size of the individual that's lying singed on the ground next to them. They're really unkept, maybe even a little stinky. But they seem to be very young in their mannerisms and actions. If I could define for you exactly what a young goblin looks like versus an adult goblin, that's what the difference would be. But I'm just going to go off size right now. They look a little emaciated. They look much smaller than the other ones that are lying on the ground. And maybe a little hollow-eyed, a little shallow in the eyes, and really, really, really like a state of nervous, anxious. Are these people lying to me? This can't be true. I can't ever go to a big town. I was told never to go there because they kill us. Just a lot of things are probably running through this individual's mind. And just, I mean, it just keeps on sipping off this water skin in that nervous, dry mouth kind of a situation.
Okay, bud. Once I get him untied, I'm just going to look at him and go, how about you come with me? Let's get away from everyone who's got raised voices. I'm just going to look you over and make sure you're okay and you're not hiding anything from us.
Perception check.
22.
I'm sure you're no, not that one. Another one. No, I'm talking to myself. I apologize.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's gonna go with you, but he's kind of like a big red guy.
I just look at him like I've got nothing against you right now. Just as long as we keep it neutral, we're all good.
He kind of walks and looks over his shoulder back at Kithwin.
And I just kind of say, I'm going to be over here with him. Him?
It's okay.
I double check with the goblin's pronouns.
I'll wave at him and I'll be like, it's okay. I trust Lux with my life. He'll take good care of you. He's the one who has the magic power to fix your armor.
Yeah.
Hey, what was your name?
Oh, I'm Kithwin. What's your name?
Well, my name is Glimmer.
Glimmer. Oh, that's a lovely name. It's good to meet you, Glimmer, okay? Don't worry,
Yeah.
I'm going to take care of you. I
Oh,
promise.
Okay. Could you tell the dwarf guy? Could you tell him to leave my stuff alone? I made that bow. He can have his bow. That's mine.
Thordran, can you
What?
please let the goblin have his at least put the bow on the cart so that we can keep it safe for him?
What?
He doesn't he's a child. He just made that, okay? Just put it in the cart to keep it safe for him.
There's a total of, if you guys just a brevity,
Perfect time for him to freeze. That's awesome.
He always freezes in the weirdest positions.
That's
am I better now? Okay.
You're better now.
So for brevity, the other four goblins that are lying around all have scimitars on them. They are rusty. They are gnarly. They don't look valuable in any way, shape, or form. But they all have a short bow on them and probably have anywhere from 6 to 8 arrows on each of them. So if you guys want to pick that stuff up, you can do that. Searching the bodies is only going to reveal a total of 9 copper pieces total. And Glimmer does not have a scimitar, by the way. They have a short sword.
I'm going to do one more thing before he goes off with Luke's. I'm going to be like, hey, can I see your hand? And I take the ribbon that I had in my hair and just kind of gently put it around the hand and tie a little bow. This means we're friends, okay? Keep that on you.
Okay, you guys are kind of freaking me out.
I know it's a lot, honey. It's a lot. We're just don't worry about it. We're going to take care of you.
I'd say it gets easier with time with this group, but yeah. No.
We've had 7 seconds.
Here,
Good.
I get you, man. Come on. And
As I hear Luke
take him over
saying
to
that,
the
I
side
just
and,
sit there behind him like,
just hydrate the goblin.
As Malukes takes your new goblin friend to the side and away for a second, what are you guys doing now?
Okay. So I would sit there and
you have a basic location. Go ahead.
So before we go on, I'd be sitting there like, all right, so obviously we didn't get off to the best start. I think we'd all agree on that. I kind of got shot. Didn't die. I was fine. Kind of.
I mean,
But
yeah, you're
begs
walking
the
around
point.
now, right? That means you're good?
Yeah, I'm totally fine. I found Jesus.
Apparently I'm a
I'm
liar.
just kidding. Yeah, totally.
He fell down. He fell down a druid and woke up a cleric.
I know.
Hey,
I hit
guys,
my head really hard. It was weird.
Those were some magic arrows.
But no, all right. So obviously we could have planned this out a little bit more.
It's hard to plan a reaction to an ambush.
Well, I'm just saying.
Really not. It's called training. Something we should have done.
Valid point. But like what do we all have on us? What do we have?
I just lift my fists.
Monks. Okay. That's fair enough. And I sit there, I kind of put my shield and my hammer out there, and I kind of look through my bag, and it's like, I don't really have much. I have, well, this is pretty much it. I got some clothes. That's pretty much it. I got some rations. I got some rope. I got a tinderbox. I got some torch. I got a torch. I got a bedroll. What do you guys have? What does anybody else have? Brina, what do you got?
Are we taking inventory?
Yes, we are taking inventory.
I've done enough inventory, but if you must know, I have several potions in my bag, along with about 26 daggers, a couple of wands.
Wait,
my mother likes to make them.
Let's back that up. Yeah. How
Yes.
many daggers?
26. Some of them are on my person, if you can't tell.
Why do you have 26 daggers?
I'm a magic user.
Where did you
Sometimes
get 26 daggers?
Do you use them as bookmarks?
Sometimes. They're very effective.
She was
Yeah,
obviously
okay.
trying to raise her smithing skill.
Shanoa, you know damn
Yes,
well that the only people that make daggers in this town is us.
And real quick, can I roll to see if I can hit it like a target on a tree? Like throw a dagger just to show why?
Of course you can. About 30 feet away. Nice oak tree.
All right. And I roll my regular d20, or we can just say I hit
Yeah.
it.
Just go ahead
I
and make a
have
regular
no
attack.
doubt with your ability to use it. I want to know where you got them.
It was a 17. But
Sticks right in the knot that she's explaining where she's going to hit, and just kind of boom, sticks in the tree. And
that's why I carry them. And where I got them is none of your
Oh,
business.
I don't. Okay, where did you get them?
Mystery for
Is it
you
like
know,
magic?
and you'll never find out.
Did you magic them? Is it like No, I'm like interested. Is it magic? Did
Have you all
magic them?
forgotten who I spend the majority of my time with?
Yes, but he bought his daggers
Oh.
from me.
Oh, is that how you flirt, Andy? You give her knives?
Okay. And
instead of
what
a
about these
dozen
potions?
roses,
What are these
that
potions
just took
that
a
you have?
different turn. Nobody flirts with anyone.
Speaking of flirting, how about flirting? Ask the horses if they saw anything of info.
I don't flirt
I'm
with
just gonna
horses.
secure the horses.
We are
back off,
seeing what we got here.
investigate the horses area.
What are these potions that you got? Do you have anything useful?
I can turn myself into an owl.
Where did you get a potion that turns yourself into an owl?
I work at an apothecary,
So you took them from your mom.
obviously.
How many did you take from your mom?
Sadly, I was only able to grab one. But I also have this, and if the fire is still on, I will be throwing my aurora dust on it to just make it turn purple.
there is no fire because we're just on the site. But for some strange reason, there is a torch that is next to it, and you see this wonderful flash of purple. Did you say?
Yes, purple.
That
Big
sounds
flash of purple light.
incredibly helpful.
Okay.
I
Well,
have a lot of knickknacks.
Shanoa,
We
do you
did
have
get
anything
some-
helpful?
we did get some information on where your uncle has been taken to, and I'll relay that to Thornton. That
Then
it's a hideout that's from a road around a bush just yonder. You can try and get more information on the big bad from the horses if you want, but we need to decide whether or not we're going to camp or not, because if the light really is getting that low.
Light's getting real low. Well, I don't really kind of want to walk into this place like unprepared again, because that kind of sucked a little bit.
Well, you guys forgetting that goblins are more nocturnal. So if you want to save them, I don't think they'll have till morning, will they?
we need to move now.
All right, fine. We'll go in unprepared and blind, and here we go.
What plan were you thinking?
Well, we still got the little kid. We can ask him more questions. What defenses
Yeah.
do they have? Do they rotate watches? Do they have a watch just posted there? You know,
I mean,
like we gotta ask
We can
questions.
definitely do that after he's calmed down a little bit. I wonder how that's going. I just kind of look over to where Malux is.
Malux has again just been spamming prestidigitation on the goblin, like while he is drinking, just to get some of the stank off.
Probably about midway through this. I mean, it's literally like trying to wash a cat. That's never had a bath. That
The
is
fuck's still?
feral, and even though it's not water, it's freaking them out.
Fine, it's fine. It's just magic. Please don't have this reaction. It's fine.
Remember the armor. Do the armor.
All right. We'll start with the armor. Okay. We'll just and I'll start like using mending to like fix up his gear. Like just hold still. Ah!
Pulls out of the little pouch like looks like a bone needle with some sinew on it. I can do it. It's like all of a sudden it's already done. Just freaking out. Like never seen magic before.
Okay. So he just went done. I just look at that and go, "Oh, you're handy."
Kithwin.
Yeah. Yes, Glimmer. What's up?
This is not going well.
Okay, I'm on my way. And Kithwin will come over. What's wrong? Oh, you look so clean. It looks like you got tidied up.
How am I supposed to hide looking like this now? That's why you put the stuff on, and then you can hide in the bushes better, and then the dirt. And then
easy hide. I will prestidigitation, put dirt back on him.
And then also the wolves the wolves don't mess with us too much if we smell like this.
What wolves?
The steak was back on.
However, you're comfortable, okay?
I feel.
Do you feel better with the stink and the dirt back on? Is that okay?
Yeah, sure. You guys
are Goblin.
You guys are pushing your luck.
Okay. You are not a prisoner. You can go if you want to, but I'd prefer you stick with me so I can keep an eye on you and keep an eye out for you so that nobody hurts you.
Just above game, can we never ever do that? We're gonna put a mask on like another people do with and a little. Can we never do that China mask face?
I pick up a little girl mask that I randomly found in the woods. You're wearing this now.
Oh, you're doing a Critical Role reference.
We will not
I had no idea what
no,
you
we
were
will not
talking
be
doing that. We are not doing that.
We are not. We are not.
Like, we'll just
moving on.
Okay. So it is later in the afternoon. I will just go ahead and maybe it's a couple of hours until it's going to be dark. Okay. An hour and 45 minutes or so till it's duskish. And let's go over to the road real quick, because I know you found something. Or not. Endymion.
Yes. And then, did anybody else go with me to secure the horses? And it's just myself?
Nope.
Oh, man.
No, I would have been, because I never got involved in that, so I would still be up front around the horses or the oxen or whatever.
I went and grabbed my dagger.
All right, so I'm just going to tone back and I'm going to yell at Thordrin. Hey, Thordrin, might want to come over here and secure your uncle's horses, right? Since they tend to know you better, you need to secure them and their belongings, and then you can ask them.
So I just kind of sit there and.
So far, I mean.
So
I'm not gonna yell
to secure the horses. I just kind of do that, and they just come walking over because they're trained horses. So
sure, they're trained horses.
If they're ridden, they're trained.
Well, the one thing to point out here is that they didn't spook.
Yeah.
So there is something to be said about that, and keep in mind. I think I've mentioned it before. Once you put the reins down to the oxen that are pulling the two heavy wagons, they just don't move. They just kind of stay in place. Unless they're
The inference I pull from this is that they are all well trained.
Yes, they are doppelganger horses.
Doppelganger horses. Awesome.
They're really palominos, but they're masked as quarter horses.
Good choice.
Yes.
So I will sit there and I will, as the horses are walking over, I will just go up to Glimmer and be like, that one says you have to stay safe. That means I have to keep you safe because she said so. So we can't have you going back to your gang, because if we find you there, then I would have to kill you. Don't want to do that because that one will yell at me.
A lot.
So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to empty out this box. Until we take care of the rest of the gang, you are going to stay nicely in this box. I will give you some food. I will give you some water. But I need you to stay safe, or that one will yell at me.
I don't know if putting him in a box is the
If they
answer.
find him, they kill him.
Well,
If
then we
we
just gotta make
find
sure.
him, because he goes back to his gang, then we have to kill him. Because that will mean that he's trying to kill us again.
I'm not until he puts an actual knife in me, I'm not going to kill a child. Okay?
Nobody puts Glimmer in a box.
Nobody puts Glimmer in a box. Listen,
It is not
I will
permanently.
take
I'm
care
not
of
locking
him.
it.
Thornton, Glimmer, you just stay with me, okay? I will keep you
That
safe.
will only
I will
end
make
up
it
going well.
a priority to keep you safe. You don't have
Literally,
to put the child in a box. Literally, just hang on to me, okay?
literally reaches up and grabs a hold of you. Remember, so now we'll put some.
I am 3 feet tall, so I don't think I'm
Okay.
that much taller than him.
So Glimmer is small, probably only about 18 or 19 inches.
How are
So
you
they're
going to
relatively
keep me safe?
small.
Okay.
I mean, the short bow in comparison is like a long bow on a normal human. It's quite ridiculous.
Okay. Well, you don't want to stay safe, so you're going to walk in there, and that will only end up going well. Sure. Okay. Awesome.
Yes, Shanoa.
In Elvish, I wish to go up to Sabrina.
Okay.
And say, in all those stories that you've read, has there ever been a trustworthy goblin?
Really depends on the kind of story you're asking me about. But for the very basic adventure stories, much to my chagrin, they can be a bit racist. So I guess my reaction was whatever. But there's not much good said about goblins in those moments.
It was
Noted.
a little racist.
Me also
Indian
know an
I
Elvish.
take it you probably have the same feeling as me. We need to keep our eye on that one.
Yes, I have the exact same feeling. I also don't want to get yelled at by Kithwin either. Contrary to popular belief, I don't like being yelled at.
And also in
Would you
Elvish, I'm gonna be like interrupting you and be like, "Well, you guys can feel all you want, but that goblin's life is hers, so everything that happens is her responsibility. But that's her life because she called it for it."
Alrighty.
If it
Plus-
costs her life, that child or not.
So is this custody thing over, or are they going to
Yeah,
keep playing
she's
mom and
claimed it.
dad so
I
I can
hate
tell
it
them
when
about
mommy
it?
and daddy
we now have a
yell.
goblin
I'm sorry,
orphan.
Thordrin. I didn't know you knew Elvish.
I live with an elf. Of course I do.
I hate it when mommy and daddy yell at each other. Well, this is back in common. We better get moving because my uncle is probably dead by now, so let's go.
Why would our uncle? Why would? Oh, you mean Gundren? He might be.
Because there's
Oh,
24
okay.
goblins and they seem.
And
And just-
we
and just-
go towards
Just for
the direction
reference-
that he said.
Just for reference, Thordrin does not speak Elvish.
Sure, he does. Nope, I speak Draconic, not Elvish.
Did we trick
lied.
him into speaking Elvish?
Yeah, it's not Elvish. It's Elvish.
I had
not
Elvish, but apparently I switched it to Draconic at some point.
You speak
Well,
Elvish the way
what
you
was
understand
that,
Spanish.
Milex, were you trying to say something?
Yeah, I was going to say, well, if he's dead or not, it's a good thing we have someone who can deal with that.
Not
I
yet.
turn and look at the fighter.
What?
Real handy. So could you have always done that, or what's the deal?
Do what? Pull
You
arrows
don't even
out of him?
recognize the light show you put on?
All I know is I was blinded by rage because my brother went down because a goblin shot him with some arrows.
Blinded by the light.
From what the book over there says is that you managed to bring it back from the other side. So, you know,
He's too stubborn to die, honestly.
right. Cool. Great.
So
Glad
as
we worked it
another,
out. So glad to have you along.
so as another 10 minutes goes by,
You can insight check me.
yeah, I was just gonna point that out. You know, anybody can use any of their skills against anybody.
So
Yes.
I'm gonna go check on the wagons.
as that 10 minutes was passing, I would have ritualistically cast Speak with Animals again,
Sure.
and then just kind of like look at the horses and like, you guys know what happened?
So the best that you can get from them is there was an ambush.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to name the horses, but horse B had a lame foot. Something stuck in a hoof that was taken care of. They were about ready to leave before they could get on to the horses. They were ambushed by more than a dozen goblins. And a couple of kind of larger goblins, and they were taken that way.
You hear him talk about anything special as you were walking along?
No,
Nope, nothing.
don't speak goblin. Don't speak.
No,
goblin.
I meant the people. No, dwarf man. You didn't hear him mention where they were going, what they were doing.
Well, the horses would know, or however you want to put this, that they were going to the original location on this road.
Okay.
They had stayed the night with a much larger caravan of wagons. Later in the day, they stopped at this kind of the small area here and was trying to, get something out of a hoof. And the wagon train was out of sight when they were ambushed. Kind of the same thing that that the goblin told you.
So, do these horses have saddlebags?
Yes. So when we originally described the scene for you, the first thing that you noticed was that the saddlebags on there, one of the saddlebags was your uncle's saddlebag, and they were empty along with an empty map case.
All right. So I'll just kind of lead him to the back of the carriage and kind of tie him to the carriage and be like, you guys are kind of coming with us now. Unless anybody wants to ride a horse.
Sabrina?
No? All right.
I had something that I wanted to do. I wanted to walk over to Endymion and since he found something, we don't know that yet, but kind of how Sabrina would naturally just kind of head towards him when she's feeling like now it's too much talking, too much people. So she's going to go to where she feels more comfortable. But can I roll for perception to see, like, if as I walk further to where he's at, I see more stuff? Like,
around the corner, like where they were pointing down the little path to that. Yeah. Standing right there is going to be Endymion.
18 on perception.
Endymion, would you like to add anything?
Why are you all the way over here by yourself anyway?
I was just wondering why the horses didn't run if they got ambushed. It's not, it can't just be like, hey, don't run away. Horses are very skittish. But would that be some kind of like magic we can check on? Does you know about that, or
can I do an Arcana check?
What would you have to look
on
for?
the horses? Sure.
We didn't hear that.
I didn't hear that.
19 plus 5 for a 24. Sorry.
Okay. They are They appear to be common riding horses.
Well, there's no magic on them. Maybe they're just well trained. Maybe they didn't perceive what happened as an attack. Goblins are small. But can I no, I can't remember. I'd have to get you to tell me that.
Well, it doesn't
So,
matter since
if Endymion's not going to say it, we'll roll that. We'll keep that 18 as perception for looking around. You see approximately 24 small humanoid tracks. Reasonable deduction, they're probably goblinoid of some type. And then you also see 2 humanoid, maybe a little bit bigger boot prints, kind of a thing.
Boot prints or drag marks?
Boot prints, but they look to be resisting or being dragged a tiny bit, a lot.
Are those? She says that too, and I'm just kind of like pointing.
yeah, that would be Glimmer's friends and what looks like to be in some semi-capacitated uncle being dragged away.
Well, at least
So
that's a
I
start.
will say to Glimmer, there any more goblin kids in there? Or are you the only one?
I'm the youngest. The rest of the families they've been gone for months. But we're supposed to relocate, I think, at some point in time, but I don't know when. Maybe when Clark decides that this isn't. Maybe we got what we were supposed to do, and then maybe we'll leave.
Clark, is he a reasonable man?
He's kind of mean, but I don't talk to him. I'm not allowed to talk to him. But I just do what they tell me to do. I just take care of the dogs, of the wolves that are there.
All right. Well, we are burning daylight, as we have been told multiple times. So, why don't you ride up there with Kithwin, and we'll go to this hideout and see what's what.
Okay.
Lux, did you have something to say? Sorry.
Well, as much as this Clark guy is apparently boss, I think he said something about a spider of some sort.
Also, at this point, Sabrina would walk over and just kind of mention, we found some tracks over there. Looks like a couple of
road?
goblins and yes, this way. And I would go show them where it's at.
If everybody's good with it for the brevity, I'm good with moving to the wherever we're following these tracks to, unless somebody else has got something.
So it is still daylight. Some of the other things that you pick out, in addition, as you kind of all try to start to move around that corner, there is no way to get a wagon down this trail. So you're going to have to leave the wagons.
So
you might be able to get a single horse down it.
Someone should stay behind. One person should stay behind and watch.
We should definitely, absolutely split the party. Is what we
I
should
didn't say
do.
split the party. I said one person, a person who knows how to hide.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You'll stay behind?
I was going to suggest the Goblin Kid in a box, but
So you didn't you don't trust him to not go back to his people.
you said
you do trust him to watch our shit.
You said I can trust him.
There is enough room. You'll have to move some bramble around, but there is enough room to get these wagons far enough off the road, in the forested kind of area. Maybe put some of the bramble up.
I was going to say I would like to
likelihood of being able to leave them there. without anybody from the road at least seeing them.
I would like to take a minute to like, I don't know if that's like a survival roll or something, but something to like cover them and camouflage them.
Okay.
Does any of
That's
our
probably
magic?
a better idea.
Yeah. Does anybody out of our magic people have spells that might help hide it?
For an extended period?
Anything's better than nothing. Also, it's fun to do magic stuff.
I mean, magic is fun.
Throw dirt, mage hand up some
Here's
branches
fun.
and such. Yeah, we can probably
I think at this point we just have to decide what's more important: your uncle lives or this quest drop off. What do you value more? Because
Both.
we can't split up.
I mean, to
Why
be
is that
honest,
a
this is like a great uncle. It's fine, but well, it's not fine.
So then why
But
go save them then? If that's
well, I mean, I don't want anything bad to happen, but I'm just saying it's not like my like closest blood relative or anything. I actually kind
You
of
know, if he's dead, we don't get paid, right?
I mean, that's valid.
Okay, so we've hidden the cart. We're on the road.
Just
I'm
somebody
like,
give me.
I'm
somebody-
I
mildly
did not
attached to
intend
this
the
guy.
goblin thing to take this long. All right, the cart
It's
is
a
hidden.
custody battle. It takes
Just-
a while.
Yeah,
Amy,
I
me
didn't think
neither.
convincing
Just so you
people
know,
to not kill a
damn
child would
clear.
take this much time.
Amy, just wait till we get to
Somebody
a door.
give
all right,
me-
that's a whole.
I just started
that's a
watching
whole
Goblin
episode.
Slayer. Okay, that's why.
Guys, DM is speaking.
That explains it.
Somebody give me. I don't care who it is. You can even do it with advantage. Somebody just give me a D20 roll with their whoever's got the highest wisdom modifier.
That's my wisdom. I got a +5. Anybody else?
And you can have advantage. You guys spent
Okay.
quite a while doing this, but it looks pretty damn
advantage.
good. And the roll is with
23.
advantage. Even to your rogue can barely spot it. It's that good.
Where'd the cart go?
Oh shit, we lost it.
We lost.
Well,
You'll
easy
never
come, easy
find-
go. Let's go.
I did pick up one of those short bows, by the way, and it is now equipped.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I gotta add that to mine because I did.
And
I
just
still
add like a
technically got the kid's bow.
just
technically.
add a
I'll give
quiver
it
of
that.
arrows as well if that's what you guys want to do. That's fine as well.
Are we
If you
keeping
wanna
track of arrows?
I'm not, but like I've said before, at some point in time after I know or hear somebody shot about 75 freaking arrows, at some point I'm going to say, hey, you need to pick up some arrows in town.
That's why I always collect my daggers after I throw them.
So with probably about, let's just make it easy, an hour's worth of until sundown, 45 minutes until dusk. You're starting on this 5-mile trip down a small kind of road. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
I got one yes, I got 2 nods, I got a blank stare, and another nod. Okay, so if you can for me, if you go ahead and go to your D&D Beyond, you should be able to click on the session. Again, I'm not sure what it's called. Mine is labeled Forest Road. And you should be able to move your characters around, including the bear.
Bar.
Just
Are
for
we
brevity's
all-
sake, can I say I've got the goblin on my shoulders and that I've got
Sure.
Glimmer like on my shoulders, just so that you don't have to make another token for him or anything.
Okay,
Okay.
no problem.
Okay, I am.
So
going
that
to
is
try-
that is the trail. Now I get it. This is not 5-mile long trail, but like we do in D&D, we typically get to the part where something is going to happen, and we've made it easy on you because Glimmer has already told you that
Yeah,
about
where-
30,
Yeah, I was
about
gonna
30
say,
to 35
where's the
feet
tree?
ahead of you can see a tree that we will mark as this tree right here. if you can all see that. There is a large
Just the trap.
on the map. There is a large bow, a large limb that is bowed down towards the ground, and you can distinctly see a rope with a small triggering device in the middle of the road. Whoa!
Thanks for the heads up, Glimmer.
Well,
What
hey,
a way
guys.
to freeze again.
So
What's up, Ken?
oh, I'm still there, but my image isn't there.
Your image is
Yeah.
frozen and it's hilarious, but
Okay.
we can still hear you.
Okay, good. You can still hear me. So do me a favor. Do me a favor. The things that are to the, I don't know if you guys have access to it, but the things to the left, all the little icons and stuff, don't mess with those because somebody just turned off. Looks like somebody just turned off the fog of war.
Nope.
So
We still can't see nothing.
you can't see anything?
Well, we can see. You can see on my screen what we can see. So we still got a whole bunch of.
Really? My screen looks nothing like that.
No, because you got a
Damn
DM
view.
screen, sir.
No, but the fog of war still applies.
Yeah, you're seeing it the way you see it on the GM side, not the way we see it. The fog of war is still up.
Okay. No, before I could still see my fog of war. I could see through it, but I could see that it was there. But I'm just going to go ahead and click that and reveal all. That
Okay.
you guys should be
Now
able
we
to see.
now we see everything.
Awesome. Okay.
Yep.
Which is perfectly fine. Let me just click down on that again. Get out of there. Okay. So, because I can't see it and I need to see it, and hopefully this is the same tree. Why is this not writing now?
For those of you guys watching at home, we are trying maps for the first time, so you are seeing in real time.
You should get Luckily to show you Foundry. It's really good.
And
I know
I
you
have-
don't pay for it, but it's
on
it's
my-
Foundry
actually
and
really good.
Roll20 are.
I have, I believe I have Foundry on my laptop. I just have never
It's
turned it.
from what I've seen, it takes a little bit of a learning curve, but
Okay. Well, we're going to use this for right now. And about 35 feet in front of you is, again, is that what you, yeah, I'm writing, but it's not showing me I'm writing
we're
on,
seeing it.
on mine. That's really, really weird.
The circle, the red circle with the tree, we can see that.
Okay. I'm going to pause this for a second and then I'm going to resume session. And I can't see diddly.
Now
And
now the
now it's
circle-
Now it's gone because you've reset it.
Okay. Good.
So it went back to default.
Good.
But I believe it's that tree.
I really love the face Ken is.
I can't. Yeah, it sucks because I can't see what I'm drawing. But I am going to do something really quick because if this doesn't work, then I'm going to be a little upset. Hold on one second, because I wanted to do this.
We can't tell by your face if you're upset though.
Did
Totally
you just see the
fair.
little goblin pop up in the middle of the screen?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. We'll just put it right there for now.
So let's say I'm guessing that's a new goblin.
I'll put it way over here so you can't see it.
Okay.
Pretend you never saw the goblin.
Yeah,
What
There was
is
no
a
goblin.
goblin?
you never saw the goblins. They
Real
were never
quick.
there. I
Real
did
quick,
that.
Gordon,
Yeah.
I assume that we're moving at this point. So real quick, Sabrina would kind of come back to you and she would say, I challenge adventurers when they come into my mother's shop to
Okay.
dagger throwing contests. And that's how I have my daggers.
Yeah, why did it?
I'm curious.
This is her way of
how-
apologizing.
Oh. Okay. This is. Thank you.
I'm gonna do something really quick, Brian.
No.
Yes,
I'm-
Ken.
I'm gonna
what
do
you
something
doing?
really quick, Brian. I will,
Yep.
and let me hold up. Let me get it to the right
You know,
page.
would this be a good time for us to take our mid-session break, sir?
Yeah, because it's 7:30. So that's fine.
Sweet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take our intermission to allow us as players to do bio breaks and to feed ourselves and things. So we will be back in approximately 5 minutes. And maybe Ken will be out of that hilariously frozen face, though I hope not, because it's awesome. All right.
I am your god now. No.
All right, here we go. And
Brina, can you still hear me?
All right. So we're
I'm
back, Ken. You
Hey,
are back.
Ken's unfrozen.
Just doing something real quick. Just fixing.
We're all in
Fixing.
weird places.
I have the power. Thordrin is now an inch shorter.
There we
You
go.
have no power here.
I do have my equipment, though.
Ken,
Yep.
I think you need to get better at using GM layer.
No, I don't care about that.
All right.
It doesn't matter. It's not this doesn't have a layering effect like that. The only way that it works is if I put on Fog of War, and then you can't see anything that I do. But for some reason, I don't know what happened, but it took Fog of War off my side, and to me, it looked like you could see everything, which doesn't matter to me anyway. But as we resume this, getting back from our bio breaks, the party has been traveling for quite some time now. It is just before dusk, maybe in the next 15 or 20 minutes, half an hour, it'll be dusk. But their new friend Glimmer has pointed out an area in which there is a trap, although they describe it as used for trapping animals. It looks and it seems like it could also easily trap any one of you falling into it, but you're about 35 feet away from it. What would you like to do?
So I want to try out this new bow that I found,
Awesome.
and I want to shoot. I want to shoot the because he said it's like a rope, like a bent over
Yeah.
thing. So
Yeah.
I want to try to shoot it and see
Not a
if
problem.
I don't suck with the bow.
Before he does that, I wish to take the shield off my back and have my sword at the ready.
You know that doesn't. Why?
Me too. I'm gonna move. Can I move to that
You know,
tree
you guys aren't filling me with confidence.
on the side? Because
If you guys want to move yourself around real quick, you can move yourself around. Just don't
have
go
my
far.
bow.
As I say that, I notice Bar
Crap.
goes and like hides behind a tree over here, and I'm like, really?
Got my bow
Really?
ready.
Sure.
Damn it, Bar. All right, fine. Everybody's taking a step back. Really?
Everybody just
All right,
runs
so-
backwards.
Do we want to disable this trap?
I am
Just
range weapons.
get it out
Yep.
of the way.
I am
All right,
shooting.
I can
I'm-
ease.
It's a trap. It
Let
has
me
tension. It's
try.
gonna-
I got a new toy. I want to play with it. And then I shoot the rope. Maybe.
Make an attack roll on a rope 35 feet away from you, sir.
This will only end well. Nope. Didn't mean to hit that one. I did that one. With my new bow, what do I get for a plus? Oh, that's not bad then.
Your
That's
dex-
going to be a 18.
Yeah, it goes sailing right by it.
Son of a bitch!
I will cast Mage Hand and fuck with the rope.
Okay, you just gonna tug on it, or
Easy.
you just
Yeah, Mage Hand, grab the rope.
okay? So mage
No,
can
Lux, I just
pick
wanted
up
to try.
how many pounds again?
Up to 10 pounds.
So it easily whips out of the mage hand,
Cool.
and at reaching its apex, you all hear a large bell dinging as this large
Oh,
limb is going back and forth, and there is a bell on the top of it. Ting 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 ting.
It never occurred to any of us that we could just sneak around the trap that we already knew about.
Just walk around.
You know, hindsight is always 2020.
Oh, I
We
So
love
at
it.
this
Well, you guys wanted to fight. Let's fight.
At this
Especially when-
point, go ahead, everybody give me a individual perception check and a group perception check. So it's two separate rolls. The first one you give me will be your individual, and the second will be your added to the group. And we'll start off with Kithwin, then Sabrina,
That's 15 individual
Uh-huh.
and a 16 group.
Okay.
17 individual and 18 group.
Awesome. Endymion.
13 individual, 10 group.
You're a rogue. You're like me. I can't perceive anything as a rogue sometimes. Shanoa.
16 individual, 13 group.
Malux. Malux.
I believe 7 and 12. And can I make a stealth check?
Of course. Doing
I
moving.
am just diving
Well-
for cover.
Okay.
I
Go
was
ahead and
gonna
make your stealth roll.
That's a
And then
22.
Thordrin.
The individual is a 23
Mm-hmm.
and a dirty 20 for the group.
Okay.
Yeah, when that bell starts going off, I would like to kind of like crouch and kind of like hide behind the shield.
Yeah.
Just to-
Anybody can make a hide. Anybody can use that ability. You can attempt to hide. I try to hide behind a barrel every night. So
I
10.
will, as that bell starts going, I will, the kind of holy symbol tattoo that I got glows a little bit, and I kind of just put my hand on my chest and I cast Shield of Faith on myself.
you are Shield of Faith, sir. So let's just make it easy on everybody. As a reaction, Kithrin, what were you doing as soon as you heard the bell ding 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 ding? Other than oh shit.
Other than regret not putting forth the idea of maybe not messing with the trap. I think she would maybe see Malux hiding and be like, that's a good idea. And also hide because I've got a child with me. And just kind of stash next to Malux if I can.
Thordrin, you didn't give me bar.
For what?
Perception.
Oh shit, he has perception rolls.
Just so everybody knows, Glimmer rolled a 6 for themselves and a 19 for the group. Just to keep that upward.
Can he do
That's
this
my point.
relying on smell?
You tell me.
Okay, I will say because bears typically don't see well that he will be
Well,
straight up sniffing.
is that what the perception check is, utilizing the keen sense smell?
Yeah.
Then you have advantage, sir.
Well, right. So then for the first one for him will be a 21. And do we add him to the group or no?
Yep.
Okay.
He's a companion.
And then a 25 for the group because of advantage.
Awesome. So Kithwin, one more time. What were you
Yes.
doing in that moment of the bell ringing?
Oh, I saw Lux dash, and I was like, "Good idea. We should probably hide the child too, because I don't know if they're going to kill him just for being with us."
Okay.
So I hide with Lux, and maybe I'll even like turn to Lux and be like, "Hey, if this starts to go sideways, can I count on you to kind of help me keep an eye on him?"
Sure.
Thanks.
And you're moved over into the bushes. I'll put a little gobbo next to you.
I am a bush.
I am a bush. And the bear and Thordrin doing their bear and Thordrin things like normal are standing out in the middle of nowhere. Sabrina, what are you doing at this moment in time?
Sabrina would have ducked behind one of the bushes that was a little bit closer and prep her magic missile spell.
Not a problem.
Whilst her other hand is like palming a dagger, like ready. Like it's like on there.
Sure. Let's see, that's M&M for you. Endymion. I'm gonna get this right at some point in time. What are you doing, sir?
I'm climbing up this tree for like get some coverage in case anything comes at us, and kind
So
of
the
just keep a lookout.
Okay, so let me describe the tree for you. These are all going to be large, oversized oak trees. The center of this path is a very worn, small humanoid path with green, pretty much bramble and brush on either side of it, browning on the top. All these trees that you see on the map are in full bloom. So it is springtime, summertime. They haven't lost any foliage. If you were to climb to the very top of one of these trees or even the middle and try to look out, keep in mind that you still would have somewhat of an obscured view. If you were lower down on 50-foot tree, 65-foot tree, maybe at 30 feet or so, I'll give you a complete, 270 degrees of view. Just so you know. So you choose whether you be at the top or you be in the kind of the middle where you can see the best.
Yeah, middle is to get it.
Okay.
In case I need to get down again later or something.
No problem. So we'll just put you at an even 30 feet up. Make it easy on everybody. Shanoa, did you already tell me what you're doing? You went stealth.
And I will yell at, or not whisper talk to Thornton and be like, "You idiot, get out of the path."
I have a plan.
Malukes, what are you doing?
Bush.
You went into the bush, right? Okay.
Bush.
I'm just writing it down to make sure.
So, as everybody else is hiding, I kind of look at Bar and just kind of sit there, kind of like scritching him behind his ears real quick. And I say, "All right, dude, we're going to go with play 76. All right. But you got to sell it this time and make it look like you're trying to eat me. Okay."
Okay.
All right. High five, bud. And he kind of gives me the big bear call right away. And I'm like, all right. And I throw myself down on the ground and just come at me, bro.
Kith just kind of whispers, "Oh no, it's play 76."
He's dead again.
Can everybody whisper that to themselves? Can we all, if we saw it, just like
You
"Oh,
just hear the
no."
collective head slap.
So you're rolling around, feigning being eaten by a bear in the middle of the road.
he is selling it, looking like he's trying to eat me.
Sure.
The
Performance
thing
check.
called a performance
Sure.
check.
Performance check for the bear?
Oh, no, for
Yeah.
you. For
Yeah.
selling that you're dead. Do it. Roll it.
Oh,
Roll it. Do you have a good charisma? Roll it.
One for you,
All
one
right.
for the bear. Why not? Let's do this.
No. Oh, thank God. Okay, for the bear, that's a natural 20 for a total of 18.
Okay.
That's
well, let's
believable. He's a
roll
bear.
the shit out of you.
For me, what is my performance? Oh no. That's a 17.
That's
Okay,
not bad.
plus
Okay, so
zero.
role play it out. Role play it out. You acting like you're being attacked and dead. What does that sound like?
Raw,
Come on.
raw,
I'm not-
raw.
Let's do some improv. You know,
If
why
my
is
wife
Bar-
wasn't trying to sleep upstairs, I totally would go for it.
I
After a few-
demand this performance though.
After a few seconds of this,
Yeah.
Bell stops swaying enough. There's no real breeze today, but it
Okay.
stops swaying enough to make any audible noise. A few minutes go by. You guys are like literally in the bushes and like, okay.
He's still getting mauled.
This
Yep.
bear is mauling him, and it's kind of
Every few minutes we kind of stop and we're just both kind of like, okay,
I'll just
maybe they're not coming.
Just
I don't
let
know.
him cook. Just let him
Oh.
cook.
I'll whisper to Glimmer. Do people normally come when the bell rings?
Well, that's just to let them know that like something got caught. I don't know if they'll be coming. It's gonna be dark soon. They're gonna be out in a little while anyway. They'll probably come down and check the traps.
God, this is dumb.
But
no, that's good. That's good. We could do our own ambush situation. Wait for them to come check the trap, and we'll be surrounding.
like the reversey kind of.
Yeah, like the reversey.
Oh, Okay. So I'm gonna have so much trauma after this watching these people I kind of grew up with die. That's kind of probably.
I don't want to kill anyone. I kind of want to do mostly non-lethal, but I can't vouch for the rest of these murder hobos. I'm gonna try to be non-lethal. I promise you. Actually, you know what? Point out the important ones, and I'll try and make sure that they're okay.
So
Endymion,
hearing this,
even with this, the role that you have, you can't help but notice about another 25 feet past where this kind of rope trap was, on both sides of the path, you see almost simultaneously, like the foliage almost kind of lift up a little bit on both sides and then drop back down. And no, Thornton, you wouldn't see that because you're pretending to be eaten by a bear. So I just want to clarify that.
No, that's completely fine.
Even though you have had one of the better rolls. So as we go down the list, pretty much everybody, but even if you're kind of hiding in the bushes, you kind of make out something about 60 feet ahead of you. Did I? Okay. Okay.
There you go.
The rest of you do kind of see like the grass and bramble on both sides of the road about 60 feet ahead of you kind of lift up a little bit and then drop back down. So let me see. So it'll be 60 feet from there. So approximately these areas here, if you can see that. You kind of see it lift up, go back down. Anybody?
I can see the circles.
I'm gonna
I will-
wave to see if they're looking at me, and just aim at the bush over there. Movement, the little point at where it is.
I wish to make. I'm sure there's probably some dwarven type whistle noise, or like
stuff that we didn't talk about in session 0 or the month and a half that we
yeah
we role played on Discord.
Any whistle is a dwarven whistle.
Well, but it would have more of a dwarven flavor to it.
How do you flavor
like a dwarven
if you have
or
a
a
dwarven
hum.
whistle between the two of you?
Yeah. I wish to just kind of subtly make that.
Okay.
Whether or not the person playing.
Nope, can't hear you. I'm being eaten by a bear.
He's still effing around. He hasn't. It's been about 2 minutes. He's just like going to town, and you guys have seen this action happening. Even more so, again, the majority of you would see this. It is starting to get a little bit darker, but probably another 60 feet past that, you can openly see what appears to be a little bit, maybe a larger, if you're comparing it to Glimmer or the goblins that you already took out. You see a couple goblinoid figures and a couple looks like dogs or large dogs, wolves probably, on chains coming down the road towards you.
I want to throw a rock at him laying on the ground to get his attention.
Okay.
As that's happening, I will start backing up, kind of like on my heels, like begging the bear to stop attacking me. And I'll just kind of scooch back that way, and he just kind of keeps on coming at me. Playing it up.
Okay.
Oh God, please stop!
Catherine's just going to let this happen. She's just watching. she's just gonna let this happen, and in the meantime, just kind of like maybe motion over to Sabrina, and be like, maybe be ready with that magic missile.
Sabrina, who's just staring like in
Yeah.
disbelief at the scene on the road. No, yeah, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Do you think he knows what he looks like? Like, do you think he thinks in his mind he looks good? Heroic, even.
Probably.
I don't look heroic.
I mean
Pretending
that
to be
maybe in the
mauled.
tales they tell about this later. But
We're
right
gonna
now,
speak of this later.
oh, you don't think we're gonna let him forget this, do you?
I'm gonna laugh when this
No.
fucking works.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think anybody would.
I'll keep going, keep scooching until you tell me to stop.
I moved
They're-
down and
they're just-
trees.
They're just coming. They're just walking down the trail.
Have
So
Celine-
if I'm
have
like
Selena
crawling
come
on
with me.
all fours, do I see? You said I see them like actively, right?
Yeah, and there's no
Okay.
indication that they don't see you either.
So I'll
But
sit there
they're
like,
just-
please
Yeah.
help me! This thing's gonna kill me!
I get
Maluk?
up out of stealth and just stand in the path.
Maluk,
Needs more terror, less
still hiding.
less
It
volume.
hasn't changed.
Okay. They as soon as somebody else walked out there, they're gonna go ahead. They're gonna stop their forward progression. So wherever you went to Shinoa, you said you
I
walked out
just
the
kind
middle.
of I just walked out in the path.
Um,
I'll go about up
And then
there.
I would have gotten down and told Sabrina to come with me to like
sure.
some kind of flank advantage. Now
Okay,
tell her about the bush.
Except for Thordrin, everybody else can move into a position that they would like to move into. Wherever you want that to be.
So these goblins, as I'm like I said, on all fours crawling towards them, do they look like they are aggressive, or are they just taking their dogs?
They were
for a
not.
walk?
They were pretty much nonchalant up until the point in which somebody else stepped out and they completely stopped. Sabrina, wait, hold on, make sure that was who it was. So yeah, Sabrina, you need to make a stealth check for me. And when you make it, when you guys are in stealth, you're only moving half the speed.
Just a heads up. I just had a off-screen convo with Lux that he's gonna look after Glimmer real quick, and I'm gonna move forward just to let you know as a DM.
Okay.
That is a 17 plus 3 for a dirty 20.
Okay. So I guess this is about the time we should all do the fun stuff, right? Like initiative. Let's do that. We'll just go in order again with Kithwin. Oh, that makes no sense. Hold on, that makes no sense. Everybody roll initiative.
Okay, no worries. It's a 15.
Okay.
I figured that's what you meant, but
Do you want me rolling separate for the bear, or does the bear go
Yep.
on my initiative? Yep.
Well, I think last time we just said make it easy. It could go on yours.
Okay.
I just think that'd be the easiest thing to do. But anybody 25 to 20?
Not quite.
20 to 15.
19.
19.
I can pretty much guess that Charles has the higher dexterity.
Probably.
Shinoa. 15 to 10.
12.
12. You guys all got lower than 10?
I got 6.
What did you get, Thornton?
I got 18.
Oh, okay. So when I said
I might have been muted.
also I hit the wrong button, so I want to be honest. I got a 6 too.
okay. 6, 20-something. I don't care. Looks. Yeah, I'm going to ask again because I got confused. Malux, I'm sorry. What did you roll again? That's why I like the auto thing when it comes up. It makes it easier.
Yeah. Just a second. I'm sorry. This
That's
chat
okay.
lock thing is terrible.
12. You got a
It's
12.
Yeah, Maluk's rolled a 12.
Okay, Sabrina, what did you roll? I'm just going to do it this way.
6.
Also, if it helps remember, it's Luke's like Luke, like Skywalker. So Luke's.
Luke's. And then bars going on Thor's. So Shanoa, what you doing? You are up first in order.
You sure it wasn't?
Wait, why do I have so many 6s on here?
I
Kithkin,
thought
Kithwin got a 6.
Yes.
Sabrina got a 6.
A 6.
Yeah.
Also, Shanoa, if you want to like see what's happening, you can always hold your action or ready an action.
Well, technically, I'm second because Charles was more than me because of the dex bonus. Because we both got 19, and I assume his dex is higher.
Yeah. No, that's why I made a mistake. I'm writing them, and I accidentally put the numbers one down underneath.
Okay.
My bad. So it is our rogue up first. Sorry about that. I'll clean this up, I swear. I usually have my whiteboard right here, and I don't have it up, so.
Work in progress, dude. It's all good.
No big deal. I forgot my flashcards in the car. I forgot a few small things today, but we're okay.
So there's some in the bush, and then the ones with the wolves. Can I tell their numbers, or I'd have to check of what's the?
There are. What you see is 2 wolves on the road being led by 2 larger sized goblins, and they are They have chains on the wolves, and they are dead stopped away from you.
All right. I will shoot one of the goblins.
Okay.
That's holding the wolf.
Okay.
Sorry, Amy.
Yeah.
And I will ask now, but you're only first level. When you shoot, you reveal your hidden position. Because I don't think you have that feat yet.
That's generally how it works.
That's fine. I mean, I have. All right, so.
And we'll pick the closest one to you to make it easier.
Yeah, and I'm
This
just gonna. Maybe I was gonna say like, we should probably take care of that backup before those people in the bush have reinforcements. So I will roll. Terrible. It's 10 to hit.
10 does not hit, sir.
Ooh.
But I'm considering you not revealed since you missed.
Oof.
Yeah, that never happened.
They know where it came from, but that wasn't even close to hitting. It was closer, we'd call it something else. Bonus action, end turn. What would you like to do?
I'll just end my turn.
Okay. We'll go ahead and move to Shanoa.
The lumps of grass that were moving.
Uh-huh.
Do they do anything when I move up close to Thornton?
They don't seem to be. They just seem to be grass. That's all it seems to be from where you're standing.
I will look over at my brother and be like, try not to die this time. And I will... can I... bonus action I guess look closer at those bushes to see if they're actually bushes or something hidden in a bush? Or would that be an action? You're muted.
You'd have to investigate it, even though you are a distance away. It doesn't mean you have to walk up and touch it. but you can
Okay.
still do a better investigation from where you're standing. You don't necessarily have to touch anything to investigate it, but that is an action.
14.
Okay. You can clearly see that there are big square, probably a good 6 foot by, or we'll just make it easy because it's the screen, 5 foot by 5 foot squares of discolored grass boundary, but it is a square.
It's the Skip Gilly suit.
On both sides. What
Uh,
else you doing?
that is all I am doing. I am just holding ground, shield and sword at the ready.
Thorndred, go ahead, buddy.
All right. So I will. Really? No, I don't want that. There. That's what I want. I will move. So 10, 15, 20. I will move here. And what will I do when I get there? I am going to.
Wait a second. Where are you moving to? There?
Right there. Yep.
As soon as you move there,
Where?
go ahead and whatever action you want to do, go ahead and do whatever action you're going to do.
And I move here. Okay.
Yep. And it's going. What are you doing?
I'm casting. I'm going with. I'll go with Toll the Dead
Okay.
on one of the gobos.
Against?
It's one of my favorites.
That is a wisdom save.
Against? A
You're looking
19?
for.
Never
Damn. Never mind.
mind. Sorry.
Nope, doesn't do shit.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
I don't wanna. What do I get? Oh, okay. 15.
How'd you move that far up?
I was here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Not a problem.
Did I not count that right?
No, you did.
Okay.
And you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage, falling about a little less than 40 feet into an open pit.
So I'm back here?
Yep, that's where you're at. You're in this open pit.
Awesome.
As he falls, I just
What's Bar doing?
not falling in a pit.
He will come. That's what, 5. I don't know how. Okay, when is this 40? That 40 feet? I don't know. It's hard to tell space with a large creature, but that's about where I'll go with him.
Okay.
And
that icon just looks so freaking big.
he's a big boy. Now he'll go up there and he'll just kind of start roaring and trying to be intimidating.
Okay, roll for intimidation.
That's a 16. 17 minus 2.
Okie doke. Is that all you're doing?
Yeah.
Awesome. So now we're going to call...
well, I still have a bonus action. Can I healing word myself? No, I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Never mind.
Let's just call it this. Let's call it this wolf right here.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to want to move. This wolf will move all the way up.
Yes.
This guy, they release the chains.
Okay.
This guy is going to move into the forest over here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This guy is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 into that area there. And then they're going to draw their weapons out. And that would be 18 went, 17 went. Now 16 goes. Popping out from cover, you basically see this 5 foot by 5 foot square hinged kind of bramble and grass kind of hinge backwards, flip up, and 2 goblins on either side are firing arrows. They don't see anybody except for a bear and Shanoa. So Shanoa. Neither one of those will hit, and I don't have your bear stats, but neither one of those will hit either. A 9 and a 1 definitely will not hit. Next up is going to be that 16. Now we drop down to our 6s. So Sabrina, you're up next. Oh, I'm sorry. Malux, you're up next with a 12.
Okay.
Sorry
So a flurry of action. I see a dwarf step forward, fall into a pit trap. I see the bear go rumbling past. I see Shanoa do some stuff. And then a bunch of goblins pop out. And I just sit there and stare in amazement of all the stuff going on. And just, I'm sure she's got it. And I just looking at everything going on. Yeah, let's just say I hold an action to firebolt in case an enemy tries to move closer.
Okay. I don't have it up. I have, let's see. I do not have firebolt up. I have 120 feet on that. What is the range?
Basically the entirety of this map, 120 feet.
Oh, that's fine. That's what. Oh, that's okay. I don't have that.
I did the measurements.
Okay. And while we'll just make it easy, while Glimmer is standing next to you, Glimmer says, I kind of made a boo-boo. There were some other guys with us.
Clarify.
Well, we were going to come back and we were going to clean up the mess over there with the horses, and then they were going to take the horses and eat them. And then we saw you guys. But I think there was 7 of us. And so at least somebody got away and must have told them what's going on. But you got to the dogs will get you. Those wolves are very mean.
Okay, got it. 7. I'm doing a head count on goblins and just keeping an eye out for wolves if they're trying to circle around. But okay.
I kind of forgot. Okay, I just kind of forgot it's my fault. I mean, all the stuff was going on. It's just So Sabrina, you're up next.
Okay, so since there's like 2 goblins close to me, could I please fire or prep this up magic missile?
As long as you can see the targets, and I'll give you both the targets. Are they the 2 that are directly to your left?
Yeah. Or to my. Okay. Okay, the ones that are closer to the road.
Yes.
Okay.
You can't see the one that's directly in front of you went there, but I don't know if you could see them.
All right.
But you definitely can see the other 2 that just popped up. And if you're going to magic missile them, you can magic missile them.
Okay. So I will magic missile them. And
Okay.
since that is an instant hit, I will just roll the 1d4
Okay.
plus 1. Okay, so 4 plus 1 for a 5.
Okay. And then
It's
you
one
got
for each, right?
yes. So you have 3, don't you?
I would have shot 2.
Okay.
Mm.
But I thought you had
I
3
just-
magic missiles you could shoot.
Can I just double hit one target?
Of course you can. Of course.
I'll just double hit one target.
Okay. The same one you just hit?
Yeah.
Then that
And
basically that one's dead. It only had 1 hit point left.
okay.
So then you'd
So
have
the
the third
damage
one.
on the
too.
second one
Was
Your third-
also 4 with 1, so 5.
he kind of slumps back into the pit or their little makeshift kind of hidey hole. But that guy is out of here, and this guy kind of moves back into his little hidey hole.
Would that be an opportunity attack?
Not really.
Okay.
What did you do on your turn?
Me?
Yeah.
I just investigated the boxes.
Yeah. No, it
I
wouldn't
just
be.
didn't know. Okay.
No. And then Kithwin.
Okay. There is a bit of a hullabaloo going on up there. But I don't want to go too far from the back line in case some more things pop out.
Okay.
So, I don't really want to hold an action because then the combat's going to take too long. I'm going to look back at Melux and just kind of like thumbs up, be like, good? Am I good to keep going?
I am a bush.
He is so far.
I am a bush.
Lux. Thank you, Lux. I appreciate that.
And you're pretty far back there, too. You're 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. You're at least 50 feet from the nearest target, just to let you know.
I'd have to dash, which means I wouldn't have any of my actions. So I'm going to get as close as I can and just hop into one of the bushes closer. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So I'm going to be right behind Shanoa over here and just dash over.
Okay. You're staying on that side right there? Okay.
Yes.
Not a problem.
And that is kind of my action, my movement, and my bonus action. So that's it.
Okay. So we're going to run back up to the top real quick. With our rogue. What's our rogue doing?
I'm going to attempt to hit one of these guys again with my bow, short bow. To the guy. Oh man. To the wolf that's engaged with the bear. Is that what's happening there?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to shoot the wolf since they're kind of vicious.
Okay. And they're in, and I didn't even attack with that wolf, but they're in melee combat.
15 a hit.
Okay. At disadvantage?
At disadvantage. All right, we'll do that again. A 15 again. Yeah.
That hits. That hits.
All right, for the damage is 3 plus 6 for 9.
9. Not a problem.
And then since it's engaged and there's an enemy of it within 5 feet of it, can I sneak attack it?
Of course you can.
All right.
Oh,
So,
no, there
or
isn't.
is it?
Oh, I mean, I'm sorry. You're right. We're counting Bar as a companion, so yes.
And that'll be for a 4.
Okay. 4 more?
Yeah.
So this doggy dog goes down. in front of Bar the bear, the brown bear. I mean, it's kind of a little bit of a mess right now. But overall, the presumptive feeling was they kind of knew that you were coming. Maybe they didn't think you were going to be there that soon. It kind of feels like it was like this transitional kind of a setup, kind of more than anything. But you actually may have surprised them prior to them being able to completely set this up. Shanoa, what would you like to do?
I wish. Well, hold on. Well, I want it. I don't. Let me move the thing.
Pick up the little token.
There we go. And I wish to attack the goblin catty corner to me.
Okay.
Does a 13 hit?
On that little guy, let me see if he's one of the ones in the corner. So he should have the same as everybody else. Where did it go? A 13 does not hit him.
Then I will do nothing.
Bonus action? Nothing?
Push him.
Can I push with a bonus action? Or I see, I thought that was more of an action.
Well, you don't have the shield proficiency yet. Or you don't have the shield
No.
feat yet, right?
No.
So no.
Then I am done.
This is weird playing this at first level, or
Yeah.
playing at first level, because I'm expecting like literally 17 other things for you guys to be doing, and then I'm like, oh wait, you're still at first level.
I can't do nothing.
I'm like, this.
I
feels
can
like-
Level
run
one.
and I can
Level
punch.
one.
That's it.
I can swing my sword, and I can self heal.
I'm babysitting.
One time.
Screw this. You are all now 15th level, and we're gonna make these goblins. No.
The rest of the session is leveling up.
Yeah.
Hey, you are
I got-
God. You have that power.
I got
You
XP
introduced-
for missing, so I
But
left
also,
it.
please
introduced
don't.
anabolic steroids into the campaign.
Endymion.
Yes.
It is.
No, I already
went
went. I got the wolf, remember?
Oh, that was
So I'm
Shen.
running it.
Then I got Shenua. Then I'm back
Yeah.
down to 18. Thor. You are laying prone.
Okay, so I'm gonna let
I'm
my
gonna-
bear go first.
Okay. But you are laying prone at the bottom of this pit.
Well,
just
he
to
will
let you
use
know.
half of his movement to stand up, and he has his hammer out, and he takes the shield off of his back, I guess. But the bear is going to come over here. As he takes the swipe, can he be trying to push the goblins into the pit, or like as part
these
of
goblin-
his like? Yeah,
The-
the goblins right in
they're-
front of him. Or are they
like
not out in the open?
like on the other side of Thorndred?
Yeah.
They're in their own little. I mean, they technically have half cover, or in one goblin's case, he has three-quarter cover. So there's no way.
Would Bar have seen them from where he was? And if not, that's okay. That will change what
I'm gonna.
I do.
I would normally say no because you guys were moving forward and these came up behind, but you did go around that way. Why don't we just do this? Roll me a d20.
That would be a 16.
So your bear knows that they are there.
He's
Probably less likely the single individual on your right, but the two
Okay.
guys, I would give that one to you.
Okay.
Also roll me a perception check, please.
As the bear?
Yep.
Okay.
We're in bears combat right now.
Yep. Perception as the bear. Ooh. Is this having to do with smell?
15 cents.
Sweet.
Yes.
Plus 5, that is 19.
Okay. That bear also knows that there is a 5, 10, 15, 20, approximately 25 feet to its left. There is something that smells like fucking Goblin in the corner. And also, I don't know how it's going to communicate this, but I'll let you know since you're playing this. It is picking up more scent to all of your left.
Okay.
So we're still at your end.
Well, to make it easier for other people, can he just rip apart whatever they're hiding in? Does he have the ability to do that, or is it too sturdy for that?
They're in a dugout in the
dugout?
ground.
Okay.
Yeah. They're physically
Gotcha.
underground. Yeah.
Okay. And that's the case. He can't really do much there, but he didn't use some movement. How much?
They're only 10 feet away. I mean, 15 at best.
Yeah. So he will come to this guy?
Yeah, he's about 25 feet away.
Because he can't do anything with those two because they're in the ground. So he will come to this guy and he will do what he does. So he is going to rip this guy to pieces. Or he's going to try to.
Make an attack.
All right. His first attack with his bite, he is going to do, that is 21 total.
To hit?
Yep. And then
that's on a gobbo.
Damage with that is a D8. Plus force, that's 7.
Okay, Thordrin would probably hear this. I know that Glimmer would definitely hear this. As this thing's being ripped apart, basically a call to arms is what you hear. In some goblin tone or voice.
So Thordrin would definitely know what that is.
And that thing's dead. That thing's dead, by the way.
Dead.
It's dead.
Okay. And he doesn't have much more movement, so he will just... How much more movement would he have? That's...
Total of 40. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 10 more feet.
Okay, so he'll just... Wow! Stop that. He'll just walk back that way and try to come back towards me.
Okay.
And that's
what are you doing in the pit? Besides pulling out your stuff? Nothing?
Actually, because I can't really do much with my stuff. Instead of pulling it out, do I see any kind of like anything to grab onto to try to crawl out of this thing?
Nope. What you can tell is that it looks like pretty dry dirt, moistening at about 10 to 12 feet. And then as it gets closer and closer to the bottom, it's a little bit more gummy, more like a clay rather than earth or dirt. Okay. And as you're trying to make footholds in it, it is extremely slippery at where you're at. It's not like there's no water down there, but you can tell it's moist and slippery at about 12 feet.
And how deep into the ground am I?
40 feet.
Son of a bitch.
I guess you don't have thorn rope anymore, huh?
I do have thorn whip.
Okay, there
but that's
is
only 30 feet.
but how
Jump
deep in the
into
ground
it.
is it? Yeah, I was
40.
like, you can 40 jump, see if you can latch on. Like, I'm sure there's a series of rolls you could do to latch onto this fence over here.
We'll make it. Let's see. Let me pull this up real quick, just so I have it.
Also, DM, I hate to say it, but I have an hour before I have to be in bed for the day gig tomorrow.
Nope, you guys are perfect. You guys are on time, actually.
Okay.
You guys are on time.
So I will try to do what Amy suggested then, and I will try to do some uncharacteristically acrobatic shit.
Okay. So what I want you to do first is I want you to give me I want to know what is your strength?
Strength is 14.
14 strength. And how tall are you? Feet and inches.
4 foot or 2 inches, I think I put in there.
4 foot 2 inches.
Yeah.
So
In boots.
In boots.
you can high jump.
whatever that
You can
happens.
high jump. You can high jump 2.5 feet off the ground.
Wow, look at that vertical.
Awesome.
So you have a 32.5 foot reach.
So 1
It is-
decameter.
No, it's 0.000449 decameters.
I hate you guys so much.
So I love the attempt, but it's just short.
All his life.
Not even rolling at disadvantage.
Nah, it's perfectly fine.
His max jump is only 2.5 feet.
So where
long is
where
the
do you
thorn
get
whip?
that from? 30 feet.
Thorn whip is 30 feet. So his
Yeah.
max reach would only be 32.5 feet. I mean, if it was
Well,
like
hold on to
38.
that idea though, because if somebody gets over to you, they can reach an arm down and maybe just make it.
Or toss like all the silk and
I
rope
was
I
gonna
gave you.
say, is it a full action if I take a rope and tie it to my hammer?
I'll let you tie a rope to your hammer.
Okay. I like after sitting there and trying to jump and realize that I'm a dwarf and I am not built for jumping. I will take my rope out and I will tie it to the little like belt ring that I have on it and just kind of tie it up and
Sure.
kind of like
And you-
give it a test for a and like okay, here we go. I really hope Shanoa is standing up there when this happens.
And you throw it up in which direction? Just so we got
I wasn't
something
gonna
to
throw
clock.
it up yet, but if I can, I will like because I've heard Shanoa like starting to do shit, so I'll like kind of aim it towards her voice and I'll just huck it up that way.
Sure. It lands perfectly at her feet.
I would rather it land.
I mean,
on
it
her.
couldn't have
I'll
been a
take
more perfect throw.
Yay!
Which you don't know. You don't know that happened, but it seems to be perfect. Okay.
I will
Are you done?
It will happen. I'm done.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Okay.
Why dwarves can't jump? That's funny. That should be the new name of the episode.
25. 30.
I'm just wondering what you're gonna do with this hammer, because when you start to climb, it's just gonna drag back down.
I'm hoping you'll notice it and grab it.
There's 3 goblins near me. I'm not
All you
gonna
gotta do
not
is pick
fight
it up.
them
All you have to do is pick it up.
Yeah.
and waste my action.
I don't think it's an action to pick up a hammer, but that's for the DM to say.
So we have this
I'm gonna have to
goblin.
drop my weapon to pick it up
Why
Move
would
down
you have to drop your weapon?
because I have a shield in one hand and a sword in the other.
and
Then stand on it. It'll be fine.
Nope. Still didn't
Oh.
see you. Damn it.
Call Bar
Damn
over to take it.
2 shots. 1 shot at the bear. 2 shots. So that is this goblin's going to attack Shanoa, and that is a doesn't matter because you have a 19. And this one is going to still resume its shot into the brown bear. That's a 12. This wolf will attack. Let me pull this up. Come on, get to the top. Get to the top. That wolf will attack, and it gets no advantage on that. Awesome. For a 23
Yeah, that
on
just hit.
bar. Yeah, that just hits. 2d4 plus 2.
Oh, didn't you forget? My bear is wearing +3 plate armor.
That's 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then give me a quick. I don't know how this is going to happen, but go ahead and give me a strength check from the bear.
A strength check?
Yep.
That would be a 22.
Awesome. Going back up, Maluk, what are you doing, sir?
Well, seeing as none of my ready to action stuff happened, I am going to look towards Glimmer, seeing as I've been left with his with the custody of him.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at him.
Daddy daycare.
I'm too young to be anybody's daddy.
When do you get Sanctuary, by the way, Mr. Cleric?
Say what?
Sanctuary. It's a spell you should have access to at some point as a cleric, but I don't know when.
Level 1, I believe.
Sanctuary.
Do you know what Sanctuary is?
Nope.
Not
I'll
a
tell you.
good question.
Spells. Manage spells.
Bump the table.
Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do. I will resume my plan.
Don't be mean.
Like
Sabrina.
I can't move with this kid.
If he knocks it over, that's inspiration.
I mean, to be honest with you, if Glimmer had a bow, she's not too fond of the dogs. She does take care of them, but they did bite her one time. But there's no, I mean, they're out of range. So, and she's still kind of perplexed over the fact that, I mean, of what's going on, I guess.
Yeah, and I'm trying my hardest not to be witness to the violence that's happening right now because it's like,
Okay.
yeah, just unfortunately, it is. There's a lot of people I shouldn't be shooting in the way, and just I'm keeping my eye out for number 7. To be honest.
Can you use an action to look for the extra goblin?
Perception checks are usually bonus actions. Because as Glimmer told me last time that there was apparently 7 of them, and off the head count I just did, there were 6. So yeah, possibility of a chance of a number 7 around there.
There isn't from where you are at this point. It's, to be honest with you and totally upfront about this, you are way too far away from where this individual is. I'll just give you that.
All right. I will look at Glimmer and I will say, "Can you stay here? And if you don't, if there's someone you don't like, no, I can't, because then otherwise we're gonna stay here."
That could backfire.
No, like it's the problem of like if I just like, hey, supporting fire. No, many members of our party will take that as an opportunity to kill them. So, no, stay the course.
You could take the time to ask like a friendly question.
So, what do you like to do? I take my action to converse with Glimmer.
Do you like Pilates? I like to do
friendship.
Pilates.
It's a friendship building action.
I'm distracting Glimmer from the carnage that's unfolding. I have charisma's high stats, so
I do yoga in the morning to really loosen up. You know, that's.
Do you like gladiator movies, Glimmer?
Do you like jazz?
Do you like jazz?
Yeah, you could do a charisma-based role to be like, can I build a friendship with Glimmer?
Yeah, you guys can roll for whatever you want. Even to see if you have a magical horse.
Yeah.
Can I have a hobby horse?
Okay,
and turn. Go move on.
Okay, Sabrina, I'm gonna make this easy for you because you can. This guy right here. Let's see. That I just pinged. If you can see him, the guy right behind you guys, he has no idea you people are there.
Okay.
I've done an amazing job of rolling really, really crappy. And then the other thing is that the 2 guys that are in the hole, this guy and that guy, you can see them, but you can't see this other one that's in between you and Kithwin. Just to let you know.
Spread fire.
Can I cast? He's how many feet away from me?
This first one is probably 6 feet away from you, and these two are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet away.
Okay, so the one that's right next to me, I will be using. I'll be throwing one of my daggers.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll. That is your attack.
Okay.
There's a choice.
So that's 16 plus 5 for a 21.
That definitely hits him.
And
1d4 plus.
plus 3. 4 plus 3 for 7.
And this guy is gone.
You don't have to be showing off. Right?
Whoa. You're just
You want to die? You could just say thank you.
You're just showing off now. And you have a bonus action?
It would most likely have to just be another dagger, but I don't think anyone's close enough to me to throw one effectively. So
Throwing a dagger as a bonus action?
yeah, because I only have the where is it? There's the 2-weapon fighting. But I'm not in range. So
You're not going to add any modifier. Yeah.
How? What do you mean?
Okay. I was hoping you'd just magic missile the shit out of these guys and get it over with, but that's okay.
That I what?
That you just magic missile these guys and got them out of the way.
Can I magic missile again?
No, you already threw your.
I don't know if she has a spell slot. I don't know if she has another spell slot for it.
I have 2.
Oh, I don't know that.
Yeah. She magic daggered the one.
But yeah, she magic missile last session too, and we haven't rested. Sabrina.
Nah, we'll just stop it there. I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Okay, Kithwin. I'm used to playing Kithkin in Magic the Gathering.
You can just call me Kit or Win or whatever works. Okay. I'm guessing it's my turn.
Somebody. They're little. I'm rolling really bad, so it's not even a big
deal. The goblin in front of me, has he noticed me?
Because
he's in a little hole, right? No,
he doesn't. He didn't know. He went over there, didn't know you were there, and point blank missed trying to hit Shanoa.
Cool. I'm gonna go over to the hole.
Okay.
Because I have the movement for that, and I'm gonna look down and use an action to try and help our boy out of the hole.
Okay.
If you want, I can hold my action until it's Thornton's turn, just to put the help action with him in order to get him out.
Okay.
So whatever your plan is, whether it's the hammer or the whip, I should be able to reach in and grab it and use my turn to get you out of there.
Okay, let's jump to that's done. Okay, our favorite rogue.
All right, so I'm gonna. It's 5 feet a square, right? Per square.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'm gonna move.
I rolled really low on these guys' hit points too. This wasn't like the ambush where I was like, cool, max, cool, max, cool.
I'm gonna
20.
Use my movement first to move this way to this tree over here, and then I'm gonna try to take out the other wolf that's engaged with Bar.
This wolf here?
Yeah. No, there's just that one with my short bow.
Okay. At disadvantage?
No, I'm not covered for the tree. I'm just next to the tree on this side.
You're shooting into a swirling.
Oh yeah. That's right. Disadvantage
with a ranged weapon.
Disadvantage. Oh, that was really bad. 13.
On the wolf is a hit exactly.
All right, so so the damage for that would be 12. Oh, 12 piercing.
Okay. That one's dead.
Nice. And I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay, we got 2 goblins that keep fighting. This one's at disadvantage trying to fight. This one can still fight. This guy is oblivious to what's going on and can't hit the fucking broadside of a barn, even if he was standing inside of it. So we go to Shanoa.
The one
You've got a
that
guy
is,
behind you and a guy in front of you.
am I flanked?
No. You are not
Okay.
flanked.
Okay. I wish to attack the guy behind me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll
That
for
would
attack.
be a 26.
That's definitely a hit.
Then
Almost, guys.
For 13
Almost.
damage.
Almost the most. That guy's definitely out of here.
Bonus action. No. I wish to move and stand on the rope that is holding the hammer.
Not a problem.
So all my weight on that,
No. Not a
And-
problem.
and I'm done.
Okay.
I know what's going to happen.
Thorndrin and Kit can go ahead and what are you guys trying to do to get this guy out?
All right. Hey, you need a hand?
Well, I think Shanoa's on the rope.
He needs a
And-
ladder.
Where's my 10-foot pole?
And
40-foot
at
fucking
that,
rope.
I will say that because Bar is coming over here to find out what's going on anyway, he will kind of grab the hammer. So now Noah and Bar are holding it.
Okay, hold on a second. So this bear moved from here to here.
From
Is that what you're telling
here.
me? Okay.
He was
Yeah.
I don't know.
With
he was here.
almost standing on a goblin.
Well, you said they're like underground.
Whoa, bro.
Are they in a okay?
They are physically
Can he
in
see
a
them?
hole. They are physically in a hole. Of course
And he
you
can see them. Okay,
Yeah.
that will change things. If
Patrick's been fighting
Kithwin,
him.
okay, if Kithwin is helping me, then Bar will
Basically,
just
I-
eat one.
Yeah, I'm using my action to give you the help action, so whatever you
Okay.
try, you should have advantage at doing it. So whatever you're
Okay.
gonna do, I'm just gonna be there to help, even if it's just cheering you on. I am giving you the help action.
Moral
Sweet.
support.
Moral support.
That's how the mechanic works.
Yep. Okay, so to do Bar's thing first, he will go up to this first one then. And to look at what he can do. So he's gonna bite the first one.
Ah!
That is a 19 plus 6.
That's a hit.
Okay.
Now this one's got a little bit better stats. Okay.
That is for 11 piercing damage.
Yeah, not that many.
Okay.
He was a little bit better, but not that many.
And the second one is 16 to hit.
That does hit with a little extra.
Okay, and that is going to be for 10 slashing damage.
And that guy's gone too.
And then for me, with
You are out
Kithwin
of
helping me.
You're out of combat.
Okay, sweet. Then between Kithwin helping me and Shanoa and Bar all helping me, I will crawl out of the hole.
You make it. The only two things that I left intact and in play from the actual module were these two things: the rope and the pit. The only two things.
So I will like
So we win.
crawl.
Is that mean we win? We win. Okay, we're done.
We
We
win.
win.
So I crawl out of the hole, and I'm just like holding my ribs, like, oh, fuck me. All right. And I will use my second spell slot to cure wounds myself.
I literally couldn't have rolled any worse.
I've never not thrown a punch in a fight before.
So in 2
That is
combats,
true. We
you
have two
died
people.
and have been knocked out the entire time, both fights.
Yeah,
Fucking wonderful, dude.
It's okay. We'll get better. We'll get better.
Note
And
to
I
self.
besides,
would
nobody
say, like,
died this time. That's an improvement.
You know, I feel like the term like rookie is really in front of all of us. Like this adventuring thing is bullshit, kind of, but I kind of like it too. It's kind of fun.
I'm gonna take one more look around just to make sure nobody else is hiding.
Right.
Because we have not exited initiative order yet, have we?
You're technically out of combat, given your basically your guys' extremely high group perception check. I'll use that. It is dark, but you feel and you can't hear much other than maybe a little breeze through the woods. Keen sense picks nothing up after this. It seems that there was something there, but there's nothing there anymore to perceive.
Okay,
You guys feel relatively safe.
I'm gonna give Maluk's the thumbs up and then motion.
So I sit there like, wait, and I
Now
shove
you
like
want to take
any
precautions.
remnants of goblins and like shove them in the hole, like just.
Good, that's a good idea. Good thinking. Good thinking. Good thinking.
Before he
go.
pushes the one, do they have like rags or like, are they like very?
Oh,
So
well,
Snoop.
two distinct individuals that were driving the two wolves. Those ones are a little bigger. They both are wearing some type of a chainmail or chain armor. But again, it is in. You don't want it.
I was just going to use like rags or whatever they have to wipe the blood off the blade.
Okay.
To clean the blade.
Not a problem. When you're doing that, and I'm not sure how to do this.
We all die.
That's a good sign.
While you're doing this, Patrick, I want you as your character, Shanoa, while they're doing this and contemplating the fight, I want you to think back to the fight and when you did make contact with individuals and when you did kill individuals.
The one time, the one attack I hit.
It did feel like it may have been a little easy. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Also, what I wish to do after I clean the blade on like a leather belt, just kind of make like one kind of like scratch. So like a tally mark type thing.
On what?
On like a belt or any kind of like...
on your physical person?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Sure.
So there'll be a one tally mark.
I'm keeping a running total of my kills. When
I should make another one for every time somebody particular dies too. Or screw ups.
As you guys start pulling these bodies over to this 40-foot deep pit.
Yeah.
Hold on just a second. Let me get through this because we got people that have to go in a second. As we start moving your bodies and moving everything, Glimmer's kind of being kept away from the nonsense for a minute. It is dark. Some of you are not able to see in the dark, but you're able to move yourself around enough to gather up all the bodies, including the dogs. There's really not much. Maybe a short sword that's worth anything. You can pick up some more arrows if you needed them. You could probably pick up a short bow if you needed it. There's
I would just take my
six
dagger
six short bows, a couple quivers of arrows. The armor and everything else on them is just kind of tattered and useless. It provided them good protection, but it's just kind of like I've got way better stuff on. I don't need this, and I don't think anybody would buy it.
Could I fashion it into bear armor?
If you're going to take the time to take it all off, and then we'll talk about it later, sure, maybe we can do that. I thought you were going to make it all plate armor, but anyway.
Eventually.
Well, when the king of the bears and the queen of the bears come down to take your bear away from you, don't tell me I didn't tell you so. Total is 31 silver pieces. Somebody can write this down. And 17 copper pieces. That's it.
So I kind of feel like we are still thoroughly level 1. Like,
you are still
we need to get better.
You are still thoroughly level 1 until after tonight, when you're suddenly level 2.
Yay!
Is there anything else anybody wants to do?
I would make sure to put something around the hole so that nobody that can't see doesn't like accidentally walk into it.
If we're
it was basically straw.
Yeah.
If we're
it was basically straw and stick covered.
Since it's an uneven amount, it's 5 silver apiece and 2 copper apiece.
You guys are gonna bloody be rich. You might be able to afford a nice bed and a hot meal.
We're working on it. So yeah, after like moving something over to keep anybody from falling into it, I would kind of suggest, like, you know, maybe we should take a second and just kind of take a breather and rest it out a little bit. Yeah. I could use a breather.
Yeah,
my ribs hurt.
Doozy. That's the first step of adventuring's a doozy.
How would you know?
And you are approximately, give or take, 2 miles away from the hideout, just to let you know. Further inspection of the area, all of you get together. Collectively, again, 2 of you can't see in the dark. And other than that, for the sake of argument, you could probably find a place with enough logs, down trees, hidden away to make some kind of a shelter. What you do with that shelter and what you do with that kind of hideaway spot, we'll leave it for next time. What I can say is don't start a fire. It won't end well. But other than that, Kithwin, do you have anything else to say?
No. She would just check up on Maluk's and Glimmer and just make sure Glimmer's doing okay and adjusting okay. Just anything she can do to help.
Like bright-eyed, like their eyes are almost double the size right now. Maybe a weird adjustment to the nighttime. Maybe like seriously still what the hell is going on. That's really about it. If you're going to lay down, if you guys are going to have watch of any type, we can do that next time. But Glimmer would definitely be like snuggled up as tightly as possible to you. Sabrina,
she's looking out for her.
Sabrina would be thanking the gods that she can see in the dark so that she can still pull out her book.
Okay.
She would move over to where and Demion was. Even if he's like up somewhere, she'd most likely be closer to where he is.
Okay.
Just so that she could like half shout at him, be like, "How many times did you miss?"
Who said I missed? You don't know what I was aiming at.
It was part of his plan.
Didn't you see him try to sneak up on us poorly? It was all part of the plan. Sometimes it's strategies.
That guy could barely see himself, and it was daylight. Um,
But yeah, she would just like kind of laugh it off and continue with her book.
Endymion, what would you like to do?
I would like to take the little bell that was there. Could you
Okay.
use?
Yeah.
Instead of
It's
lifting it
about
up?
it's about fist size, and it is a bronze bell.
Yeah, I'll just stuff it with like some cloths I have so it doesn't accidentally make noise. Put it
Doesn't
away.
ding as you're
Just put
walking.
Hey, gotta be
Just
careful.
put that in your inventory. Okay. We'll talk about watch and setting up camp and everything next time. But Shanoa, anything last before you leave?
I would, as we're calming down, I would go back to sharpening the sword and just be like, "You're right, brother. Adventuring's fun. You should try it sometime."
So at this point in time, I'm just going to give it to you. You sharpening that sword is doing nothing to it. Malukes, what are you doing?
Having to keep Glimmer busy and trying to not cast any spells due to what could have happened. I would have basically have spent time showing Glimmer the small crystal bead that I've come across at some point or another, and just kind of letting them check it out as a little novelty thing.
Okay. They're pretty interested in that, and you did a great job babysitting. Honestly, Glimmer, like they just don't know what the hell's going on. They just don't. It's just, it's going to be cool, I think, but it's just like one of those things where I don't know what the hell.
It's in process. It's in process.
In the process.
Yeah, I'm going with it,
Yeah.
but I'm still not sure 100%.
Yeah, I get it.
They don't have to
Wondering.
hang with us forever. We just wanted to keep them safe because they were kind of our responsibility after we killed the rest of their family. I didn't want to add child murder when they threw their hands up and said, "I give up," on top of everything else.
Nope. We have adopted that kid now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, what's Uncle Thornton going to do?
I don't know.
You have to make up for threatening his life earlier.
I didn't threaten. I said that I was conflicted. I didn't say I was going to kill him. I said that by Dwarven Creed, I could. That's not the same.
It's called a veiled threat, where it's not a full threat, it's veiled.
It's an illusion. It's an illusion to a threat, is what it is.
It's
Children
legalese.
notoriously understand those.
I didn't specifically threaten you individually. I just threatened harm in general.
To who that may concern, up for interpretation.
So, with all that being said, we will end the evening. When we come back, we'll go over our campsite. You feel like you guys are going to be pretty secure for the evening, just depending on what you do. But you feel pretty secure. You're pretty secure.
We are
Yes, sir.
leveling up.
And you all will be leveling up.
Okay.
To level 2 prior to getting to the hideout.
Awesome.
Yes, Malukes. You're going to be level 2 as well. You participated.
I've literally done nothing.
It's a participation trophy.
Sure.
Everybody wins.
It's a group effort. We all get,
Oh, back using experience points only on certain things. Oh, I had some people that just were like, I'm 5th level and they're already 9th. Bro, it's not my problem. You do nothing.
Well, if we were going that way, I would be in the same boat because in 2 fights I died and fell in a hole.
It's only 2nd level. We're good to go.
I mean, there's like catch-up mechanics and such, so... But
your bear technically did stuff, so you
My
would get the bear. You're going to leech off your bear.
I'm farming XP to my bear.
Your
Thank you, Bartenstein.
We'll make it.
Bardenstein Bear. All right.
If you want to roll outside of the game, if you want to roll inside of the game, keep in mind, if you roll outside of the game by hand, roll of ones do not count. Those are re-rolls. There's no reason why you should only get one extra freaking hit point. That's just kind of crazy. And I want you all to do me a favor as you're leveling up. I want you to take a quick look at all of your characters and realize that your characters at first level are actually a little bit more badass than most characters at 4th and 5th level, to be really quite frank, except for the hit points.
Yeah.
Right. Anything else for me?
No.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on the Clockwork Nexus for, what is this? Kinship's Destiny. You can join us 2 days from now on Friday at 6 p.m. Central. We will be going live with Golden Ghosts. We are fully doing our session 2 on that one. You can come back and see Ken up there playing another rogue, Mr. Morel Destori. And actually, he's the only one from here that's in that one. You can come see Nerdy Pinup Girl. She's in that one. And, well, we're all back in this one. It's going to be great. Selkie is going to be back on that one. Get excited about that.
Woo, Selkie!
Oh, we've missed her so much. She tried coming into our Monday game, and then her health came back and kind of kicked her in the ass, so she's been back out of it. But she is back on Friday. That excites us. And then next Monday, you can come and join us here for Age of the Forsaken, where you will see me DMing that one. You will see Patrick, you will see Ken, and you will see Lily. And every once in a while, Charles. Do you guys got anything going on that you want to talk about? Anything you want to announce? Anything? No? All right. So if that's it, goodbye, everybody. Good night. Thank you for joining us. And